Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to another session. This is Victor from Spoken Learning, and today I want to talk to you about a very interesting language that I think that you will find quite appealing, mostly because the influence that it has over Spanish. But before, as always, allow me to remind you that in Spoken Learning, we provide private Spanish lessons for children and adults, even if you don't know any Spanish at all, but also if you already have some experience and you want to take your skills to the next level. For that, remember that we are not tutors, we're professional teachers. You can always call or text 832-413-3166 to enroll. And that is all for the previews. So let's go directly with today's topic. Allow me to share my screen so you can see it. Yeah, here's the one. Okay, here we go. So Euskera, or Basque, as it's always called. It is also called in English Euskera or Basque. Vasco en español, Euskera o Vasco. The language that came out of nowhere. What do I mean by that? Well, I will tell you some points that you might find interesting before going to the fact that you might say that Euskera came out of nowhere. Y ese idioma donde se habla, el euskera o idioma vasco se habla en Navarra y País Vasco en el norte de España y el suroeste de Francia. This is the zone where you can see that euskera is spoken, northern Spain and the southeast of France. And this is like the changes that the Euskera has suffered through the years. First, it was spoken on all this region, and then it get in smaller and smaller and smaller unto the point that it is spoken mostly in this region. This doesn't mean that this area that it has no Euskera speakers at all. They actually have Euskera speakers. Sorry, Euskera speakers. It has them, but the major concentration of people speaking Euskera is in this part, in this small region in Spain, in France. By being such a regional language, it was close to extinction, up to the point of becoming a clandestine language. Why? It sounds pretty serious, right? Well, this is mostly because of the standardization of Spanish during the years of Franquism. This guy, probably you have heard him of. If not, let's say that it was a little bit lower in the chart, but it was very close to become Spanish Hitler. The guy was just nasty, was horrible. So this guy not only wanted to standardize Spanish, but to prohibit. He he prohibited other languages besides Spanish, and also the extinction of this language was close to happen because of it was spoken by such a small amount of people. So yeah, not only Euskera has had to fought against the fact that there is so just a small part of the population in Spain that can speak it, but also the point that you know some people try to disappear it completely. Up to these days, it is spoken by only 700,000 people, which is nearly the 35% of the population of the region. Not even in Spain, of course, because Spain has a way bigger population. But in the region, like in the region of País Vasco and Navarra, and the southeast of France, in that place, it is spoken by 700,000 people, which is not that big if you think about it. So it's another language that it is in endangered language. And that's not the most curious part. Why? What do I mean by this? That's because the languages, besides being considered the oldest language in all Europe, it is also the strangest of all due to the fact that nobody seems to appear where it comes from. Why do I mean by this? Well, linguistics usually do this thing that they classify languages, trying to find roots. They say, okay, this root might be similar to this other language, and this language may have like a previous conception of this term, and this term combined with other regional terms becomes into this other term and to this other word. And so if you mix it, probably the locals mix it this way to become into other word and another meaning, or just the same meaning but it's pronounced differently. Those kind of things that usually happen with languages. So in this case, it appears that Euskera came out of nowhere. Up to this day, it is not possible to understand which other languages are linked to Euskera, because Euskera is so unique by its own. So if you want to know how Euskera sounds like, you can always go online and listen to some people talking Euskera on YouTube and such, and you will find that yeah, yeah, it is very weird. It sounds very weird, and it does not sound similar to other languages. That is the point. It has its own sounds, its own pronunciation that is very unique. I don't know. It is a very interesting language. And why is it important for Spanish? Well, hay una gran cantidad de palabras en español, big amount of words in Spanish, que tienen su raíz en el euskera y han evolucionado conforme su uso. Sin estos préstamos literarios, no tendríamos palabras como ascuas, the beginning of the fire, pizarra o pizarrón, a board, like the one that I have back behind me, chaparro, small person or small, uh, yeah, small. Boina, a beret, chamarra, a jacket, cencerro, the cowbell, aquelarre, the thing that they used to put together to burn witches in the old days, something that it's already gone. Well, now to these days it means somebody that it's like canceled. I don't know, probably canceled is a good um, matching to aquelarre. Izquierda, the left. Bahía, bay, cachorro, a puppy, chatarra, junk, mochila, backpack, o zurdo, a left-handed. All those words coming from this ancient language, Euskera. It is very important, right? These are very basic words, words that you can find anywhere, words that you can use at any point, and some, well, obviously, aquelarre not that much, probably cencerro, but the rest are very, very important words that you might find at some point or another in the Spanish language, that it is spoken regularly for people. So that's it. That's pretty much it. That's why I think that I should bring you this introduction to Euskera. I found it quite interesting. It is a quite interesting language. I think that it has very important things that we should know about it. And if you actually care about Euskera, well, Spanish it is your way in for Euskera, because obviously if you know Euskera, it is easier for you to understand. I'm sorry, if you know Spanish, it is easier for you to enter to Euskera because they are similar. Mostly because Euskera gave a lot of have a lot of influence over Spanish. That's most of the thing that I wanted to bring to you today, and that is it. Muchas gracias por su atención. Eso fue todo por hoy. I'm sorry, eso fue todo por hoy. Y solo me queda recordarles que en Spoken Learning we provide private Spanish lessons for children and adults. Even if you don't know any Spanish at all, remember that we are not tutors, we're professional teachers. We can definitely help you. It doesn't matter if you have like a high level or medium level or you're a beginner, any level you are, we can help you. And you just have to call 832-413-2166 to enroll. You can always text or you can give us a call. Thank you so much for your attention, and I will see you next time.